Now I'm going to give you example of type 4 question. After that, we look at the rules and then we try to solve some of the questions. So question 1, we are going to work out maybe 4 questions. So question 1, when we have 2x minus 1 divided by 3 minus x minus 2 divided by 4 is equal to 1. Let's say we have a question like this. It's a system of linear equation because we have only one variable, which is x, and the exponent of the variable is what? 1. So therefore, it is a system of linear equation with one variable or with one unknown. Okay, so what I want us to learn about this is we need to know 2 things, a denominator and LCM. When you say a denominator, for instance, if you have A divided by B, A is seen as a denominator and B is seen as A is seen as numerator and B is seen as a denominator. So we have our B to be what? Called denominator, and A to be called numerator. Okay, so A numerator, B is a denominator. We learned this already. Now, if we know that A is a numerator and B is a denominator, then the next thing I want us to know is LCM. LCM. And LCM, we said, is the lowest common multiple. Lowest common multiple. We can always find our LCM from the denominator. Okay, we can always find it from the denominator. That is the only 2 things I want you to know how to find the LCM. And before you find the LCM, you should know your denominators. In this question, we have 2 denominators. They are 3 and 4. So 3 and 4 are our denominators. Now, if I ask you to find a LCM, what we normally do is, the simplest way is look for the biggest denominator. Now, the biggest denominator is what? 4. And 3 cannot be a factor of 4. If in a case like this, then we multiply. Okay, some instances, the highest denominator can be a factor of the lowest denominator. With that, we just take the highest denominator as our LCM. But in this case, we don't have as such. So we just multiply 3 by 4 and we get 12. So 12 will be multiplied by each and every factor. When I say each and every factor, I mean the term. This is one term, another term, and this is another term, okay? The term is when we have only plus minus, differentiate them. So we have 3 terms and we're going to multiply all of them by the denominator. All right. So we said the denominator, the LCM is what? 12. So we multiply this by 12. 2x minus 1 divided by 3 minus 12 multiplied by this one. So we have x minus 2 divided by 4 is equal to 12 multiplied by 1. Okay. Now, 3 goes into itself 1, 3 goes here 4. 4 go here 1, 4 go here or 3. And then we can expand or write out what we have left. So we have 4, 2x minus 1 minus 3, x minus 2 is equal to 12. So this one we will go back to what? Type 3 question, where we have brackets. So when you have type 3, I know with the type 3 you can do it already. So you have to reduce it to type 2, if possible, type 1. So let's reduce it. Expanding the bracket, we are going to have 8x minus 4 minus 3 times x is minus 3x. And minus 3 times minus 2 is plus 6. is equal to 12. Is that okay? All right, Chayut is giving us the answer already. Now let's see if what Chayut is saying is true. Okay, so let's group like things. So you're going to have 8x minus 3x is equal to 12 plus 4 minus 6. Better still, we can also simplify it first before you group like things. Let's simplify it first. So simplification, I mean 8x minus 3x is equal to what? 5x. Minus 4 plus 6 is plus 2 is equal to 12, right? So at the end, we are going to have 5x is equal to 12 minus 2. 5x is equal to 10. And we divide both sides by what? 5, because this is a type 1 question. So we divide by 5, this one by 5, and our x is equal to what? 2. So we get x to be equal to 2. Chayut, why did you get different answer? All right, so this is what we have for the first question, right? The only thing that you need to do is try to find the LCM. And I say the LCM can be found from what? The denominator. Now let's look at another question whereby we have 3 denominators. So question 2. When we have x divided by 4 plus 3 divided by 5 is equal to 3x divided by 2 minus 2. Now, how many denominators do we have? Windy, how many denominators do we have?
Yes. How many?
Yeah.
3.
3. So what do you think will be our LCM?
20.
20. Why? Why 20?
Because 5 is the biggest, so
Yes.
5 times 4 is 20.
All right. So 5 times 4 is 20. So
Yes.
can I also use 5 times 2 to be 10 to be the LCM?
No, because 4 cannot use.
Okay. So thank you for trying. What we mean is you should get a factor or a number that all of the denominators can cancel without getting a remainder or without having a point. Okay. So we agreed that we are going to use an LCM to be what? 20. With 20 as our LCM, 4 can cancel 20, 5 can cancel 20, and 2 can cancel 20. So let's multiply 20 by all the 10s. So you have 20 times 4x, 20 times x divided by 4 plus 20 times 3 divided by 5 is equal to 20 times 3x divided by 2 minus 20 times 2. Okay? All right. Now, let's try to do our cancellation. 4 into itself 1, 4 into 25. 5 into itself 1, 5 into 24. 2 into itself 1, 2 into 20, 10. So let's write what we have left out. So we have 5 times x is what? 5x. And we have plus 4 times 3 is what? 12. It's equal to 10 times 3x is 30x. Minus 20 times 2 is what? 40. Now, let's group like things. We have 5x and 30x is on the other side. So we have minus 30x is equal to minus 40 minus 12. Simplify. 5x minus 30x is what? Minus 25x is equal to minus 52, right? And then our x is equal to minus 52 divided by minus 25. So our final answer will be x is equal to positive 2 whole number, 2 divided by 5. Is that okay? Positive 2 whole number, 2 divided by 5, because the negative will cancel each other. Nege, 4. Please, is that okay? Now we are going to solve one more question after that. I'll give you some try questions to solve on your own. Okay? All right. Now let's look at the next question. When we have question 3, when we have 2 divided by 3, 3y minus 1 minus y plus 2, y plus 2, y plus 2 is equal to 1 over 3. Okay, Farida.
What was it?
How many denominators do we have?
2.
2. Right? What are they?
3 and 3.
So at the end, we have the same number, right? So what will be the LCM?
3.
Okay, so we are going to multiply all the terms by what? 3. How many terms do we have? How many
4.
terms? Sorry, again?
4.
Okay, can you show me which and which and which is 4 terms?
โชว์ยังไง ให้โชว์
Just
ไง
tell me. Tell me. Term 1 is what? Where is term 1?
over t
2 or 3? Uh-huh.
and the next is 3y minus 1
Okay.
y plus 2
Mm-hmm.
1 over t.
Okay. So Farida, I quite remember I was saying that we can only know term by minus or by plus. When it's multiplication, it is not a term.
อ๋อ
Yes. So when you see 2 divided by 3, 3y minus 1, there's a multiplication. So it's not a term.
อ๋อ I
The
think
whole
it's
of this is one term. Okay?
okay because I think this multiplication so I think it's term.
No. Okay. So when it is multiplication, it's not a term. All right. So how many terms do we have?
2.
We have how many?
2 ถูกปะ
No. Okay, this is 2, 1, 2, and we have the last one to be 3. Okay?
Okay.
So we have 3 terms, and our LCM is what? 3. So we are going to multiply our LCM by all the terms. So LCM is 3 times 2 divided by 3, 3y minus 1 minus 3 times y plus 2 is equal to 3 times 1 over 3. Okay. Now let's do the cancellation. 3 into itself 1, 3 into 3, 1. 3 into itself 1, 3 into 3, 1. Please, we can only cancel when it's a fraction, when we have a fraction, and the denominator can cancel the multiplier. Is that okay? So at the end, we are going to have 1 times 2 is 2. So we have 2 into bracket 3y minus 1 minus 3y plus 2 is equal to what? 1. Is that okay? Chayut, are you sure? All right, let's see. 2 times 3y is what? 6y. Minus 2 times minus 1 is what? Minus 2. And then you have minus 3 times y. Minus 3 times y is minus 3y. Minus 3 times positive 2 will give us minus 6 is equal to 1. Now, let's simplify. After that, we group like terms. So simplification, I mean 6y minus 3y will give us what? 3y. Minus 2 minus 6 is what? Minus 8 is equal to what? 1. Now, let's group like terms. All the numbers with variable on the left, 3y. All the numbers with that variable on the right, 1 plus 8. 3y is equal to 9. Then, type 1 question. We divide both sides by what? 3. We have y is equal to 3. Chayut, y is equal to 3. Okay. Is that okay? Any question, please? Any question? No. All right. Now let's move on. Let me give you one question to try. Give you one question to try. So question 4. Question 4. When you have x minus 1 divided by 2 plus 3x is equal to 10. Where is the class leader? Pataratida. Yes, I was looking for your name. Pataratida.
Yes, teacher.
Can you do this question?
I
Okay.
will solve. I
Okay.
solve now.
No. Let's do it together. You will tell me and I'll write because we cannot wait for you to solve it. Okay. All right. So how many denominator do we have? Pataratida.
1.
Okay, 1. And that is what?
X.
No, I mean the denominator is what? What is the denominator?
X teacher.
No.
10.
I said when you have a fraction, always you go for the one below. Numerator, A is the numerator and B is what? The denominator. So anytime you have a question like this, look for the one that is a fraction. Okay? So you realize that this one is what? A fraction. And that is the only one that is a fraction. It means x minus 1 is numerator and 2 is what? The denominator. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. So what is the denominator in the question?
2.
Okay, 2. Now that we know our denominator is 2, what would be the LCM?
Again,
Yes.
teacher, I didn't listen it.
What would be the LCM? Are you me?
What?
Can you
Teacher?
please help Pataratida?
Okay.
So now you agree that our our denominator is 2, right?
Mm,
So
yes.
what would be the LCM?
2.
Why 2?
Because it only have one number.
Because we are having only one denominator, so it can cancel itself. It's a factor of itself. That is why the LCM is what? 2. All right. And how many terms do we have?
3.
3 times. Okay, so we are going to multiply 2 by 3 times. Now let's solve it. So we are going to have 2 multiplied by x minus 2 minus 1, sorry, x minus 1 divided by 2 plus 2 times 3x is equal to 2 times 10. Okay, now our cancellation is done at only where there is a fraction. So this one cancels this one, and then we are done. Now let's write out what we have left. We have x minus 1 plus 2 times 3x is what? 6x is equal to 20. So let's simplify this. X plus 6x will give us 7x minus 1 is equal to 20. Let's group like terms. All the numbers with a variable on the left side, all the numbers without variable on the right side, plus 1. So you have 7x is equal to 21. And then we divide both sides by 7. And the final answer should be what? 3. So our x is equal to 3. Please, is that okay? All right. Try this question. Question 5. Try it and let's see what you get. Wait. Two over 3 x plus 2 is equal to 1 over 4 x plus 3. All right, let's try this.